Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it is going to be very hot outside, so we thought might as well wash the car, do some little detailing work. We're going to be working on the carpet, going to be dyeing that like Will did in his G35 carpet. And then also the wheels, I am replacing the rivets because the wheels that I got, they were gold rivets, and now I'm changing them to red, obviously to match the scheme. So those are the things we're going to do. I'm going to start washing the car. All right, so the car is completely washed and I am like soaked from trying to keep it all on the car. But so what I was talking about with the rivets, I bought a one-piece wheel, but I still wanted the hardware that comes with a three-piece because I think it looks really good. And the ESRs is a really cheap but nice alternative to the three-piece wheels. So the rivets that I got were gold, and I'll show you that right here on this one. So you can see, I mean, they're very nice, but obviously they're gold. They don't match the color scheme that I'm going for. So I contacted ESR and they sent me these red rivets. So they're gonna be super nice. The camera actually focuses. But with these, with the three-piece hard wheel, or three-piece wheel, they just come out, you know, you unscrew them and stuff. These actually, they just pop right in. So we decided we're gonna turn this into a how-to video because when I was trying to figure out how to replace rivets, I couldn't find anywhere. Like I found one video and as I said, the dude was like drilling it out with a drill. He like took the whole wheel off, put it down, was drilling it out, and I was like, there's gotta be an easier way. And there is a very easier way. So just use pliers. Will was using these. I really like the Vice Grip needle nose ones because I don't have to squeeze and pull. But basically, all you have to do is grab the rivet, a little twist and pull, and it comes right out. It is plastic, so definitely don't like twist a whole lot because it might break. But definitely is a one-time use type of thing. Like once I get these off, I will not be able to use them anymore because you will see the markings and it probably won't be that great to use. So I'm going to pull all of these off and then replace it with these red ones. And we'll show you how we replace them because obviously you don't want to damage the red outside. So Will figured out a really good way to not mess it up as we put it in. So the way I did it was I already set it up so with the vise. That way when I grab it, it's tight enough but it's not too loose that it would damage it too much. And so just clamp it down, a little twist, and you can hear it breaking off, and then just pull it out. Might take a little bit of weaseling, but it comes right out. And obviously, so you can see, it's slightly damaged on the inside, so I definitely wouldn't recommend using it again, but the hole is clean. I'll just pop a new one in there, and yep, just keep going to the next one, and little twist and pull for all of them, and they pop out pretty easily. So one mistake I did make was I parked the car in the sun and it definitely started heating up the rim and the rivets. So I pulled all these rivets out, but you can see a couple of these, the rivet actually broke. So on a couple of these, there's still plastic that was left on the inside. So obviously I won't be able to get a new rivet in there. So I just took the drill, drilled out a little bit. I might have to make that hole a little bigger to actually get the rivet in. But as long as you don't park the car in the sun, because the other side of the car, it's shaded and all of them came out perfectly. But for this wheel, there were a few that I broke as I was pulling them out. So definitely park the car in the shade and make sure it's cool enough and you won't have that problem. So Will's gonna show you the best ways that he found to put the rivets in without damaging them.
So the way that I did it was, I already know these are plastic and this is metal, so the whole thing that Phylicia was worried about was damaging this. So you definitely don't want to go metal on plastic when you're putting these in. Reason why is it is a very like brittle paint that's on top of it, so banging on it too much would just damage it, which defeats the whole purpose. So all you really have to do when you're doing it, you can put these in with your thumb just to get them in far enough that they don't like wiggle free while you're doing stuff. But basically what I did was, you're gonna want to find something that you can rest in here to keep it kind of still. At first I was just using like a little highlighter because that works fine, but all I did was rest the highlighter on there and just start working it in like that. Issue with that working the highlighter was it just broke because the plastic was brittle, but I got a whole half of a wheel done. What I ended up doing was just finding like a little wooden wedge type thing, and this works fine. Now granted, I doubt you guys are gonna have something like that, but the concept is still the same. You just rest it in there and you work it in until it's not gonna move. After that, I just took the base of a hammer and set it up on there, so I knew that wasn't gonna go anywhere. But again, this is wood and that's plastic, so it's not gonna damage it. And then from there, it was all the way in. You just clean it up. But the best way to check it is take your fingernail and see if you can put your fingernail through in any way. But that's pretty much how I went about doing it. Just to prove that I'm not messing around with it, I'll do a second one right next to it. So I took this, wedged it in there with my thumb, took the hammer, worked it in the same way. And again, fingernails don't go through, so you know it's sealed. And at the end, you just wiped it off. So after about 20 minutes of that, this is the final product. We got all of these in on one wheel, and as I said, I checked with my fingernail to see if any of them weren't sealed all the way, and they're all good. So now we just have to go and repeat the process all over again. But it's a pretty easy fix. I definitely don't recommend drilling these out because that is way too much work for a lot of potential damage. Just grab some pliers, pull it out. And again, this is only with the rivets. This is not with the actual screws for 3-piece wheels.
Yeah, so you can tell there's no screws in the back, so that's why it's obviously one piece.
Some people like the 3-piece look of hardware, but they don't really want the 3-piece price, which I understand. But I like the way the hardware is showing, so that's what Phylicia wanted to get, and now we got it to match.
So I hope you guys found this video really informative and helpful. If you are replacing your rivets, remember this only works for 1-piece wheel. Obviously with the 3-piece, just remove the hardware in the back and I'm sure the rivet will come out easily. But definitely don't drill it out. That's way too difficult. Just pull with pliers, twist and pull, it'll come out easily. If you guys have any questions or want to know anything, just put a comment down below, like, subscribe, follow us on the Instagram, carcouple_ZG. We do post more there than we do on YouTube, but thank you guys for watching and we'll see you next time.